Alright, I think I'm going to split a couple videos up today. I had like a vlog earlier, so I'm going to put this one up to work. So I took my brackets off there so I could drill the plate. I took my brackets off of there so I can finalize those before I take them to have them welded. Here's my plate, 1/4 inch. I don't think it'll go anywhere. What I did was I measured it, put myself a line here and here. I got those top 2 holes lined up, and then drilled this one, put it over there, bolted it on, drilled this one while it was on there, bolted it on, and then I was able to drill all the rest and use what I had there, a little closer here, these holes as a template for it. So next I'm going to go ahead and it's going to go this way in there. So on this side, I'm going to clean these up a little bit more and weld the nuts on here. I think what I'm going to do is give them some good tacks, take it over there, make sure it still lines up, make sure I can run a bolt through all of them without any messing around before I burn them in finally. And then I don't have any of the crimp nuts, not the nylocks, because the nylon will melt while I'm welding it, but I don't have any crimp nuts, so I plan on just using some good Loctite on it. That'll work. I don't really want to run to the hardware store, and those grade 8 nuts are not very cheap, so I have a bunch of just regular nuts. Going to weld those on and give myself and put some good Loctite on there, thread locker, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, kind of excited. Something's turning out good. This hole ended up kind of close to the bottom. That's the way it worked out. It's still within the I read an article about aircraft holes. That one's still within the specs that they say. So good news. All right, guys, I'll do a little work and turn you back on. Got some tacks on there. The tacks are probably overkill, but I was able to loosen the bolts without the nuts coming off, so that's what I wanted. So now I'm gonna try and bolt it up to my everything else, see if it works. If it works, and I'll bring it back and burn those in. There we go. Everything's screwed in just fine. Everything lines up good. I don't have to force the bolts at all. So I went ahead and burned them in. I'm gonna do one more check, then I'm gonna clean this up and put some primer on it so it doesn't. It's raining. So yeah, raining outside. So I don't want any high humidity. Don't want it to start rusting. It'll rust pretty quick since I've taken most, but yeah, that'll work. I was able to tighten those and untighten them with these things. Did not move at all, so I think I got it good. Yeah, so back to work. There we go. You guys all bolted up. Yeah, just went right together, no problem. Tightened it up. Good stuff. So I'm going to start on a little top piece and bottom piece next. I think that's the next order of business right now, so we'll start on that. Alright, since I'm going to add some new paint on here, I went ahead and burned this on where it's at. I'm still way new to welding, so I didn't know if I could do it all in one pass, so I went back and forth, but I may just leave that one square. That looks kind of nice. Focus. The bottom one I do have to open up, so I left this in just so nothing would move. I covered it up so no splatter would get on it, but the bottom one that I put on here I'm going to have to notch because this may end up down here. I don't want this thing smacking it, but yeah, that'll work. Now it's time to grind her smooth. Shaking it up there, just tripped a little bit. Now we got a mess out here. Definitely. So there we go. Got a top and a bottom. It looks crooked as hell, but it's level where it needs to be in relationship to the pumpkin. So I think, I don't know if it's an optical illusion with too many angles playing into it or what, but it's level where it needs to be. Anyway, that sucker's solid now, man. That's not going anywhere. So I need to, I'm going to have to throw these mounts back on. Just throw a tack back in those so I can bolt this through, because I got to notch this bottom a little bit just to make it safe. So anyway, yeah, so welder and a couple of Harbor Freight grinders and a drill that's older than me. I'm sure, you know, if I had a plasma cutter and a bench grinder and stuff, probably would have got it done in half the amount of time. But you know, I made that back plate, welded those on, made those two things, modified that, welded it on, cleaned them all up a little bit. It's been out here 5 or 6 hours, something like that. So I really tend to overthink things. So if I hadn't overthought stuff so much, I probably wouldn't have been out here so long. But you know, it happens. I didn't want to have to redo it again. I think that's it. Aside from the notch, it's getting close to dinner time, so I'll come out tomorrow and tack those other things back on and run that bar up and down, run the bags up and down, so I can notch that bottom if I need to. Anyway, you guys, as always, thanks for watching. You know what? I'm not even gonna give them the satisfaction. How about that? If you're gonna talk crap about me. That's all I gotta say. Leave my kids out of it, because I can. I'll become a prick pretty quick, I guarantee. So, anyway, that's about all I gotta say about that. I'll move on. It's all good. My life's good. If other people's aren't, that's their problem. So, yeah, we'll leave that alone now. So you guys have a good week. Be good. Here we are in sunny California with rain again. We got schizophrenic weather this year, man. Seems like everybody's getting it. Normally the only water hitting the ground is sweat because it's 110 degrees, but today we've got 70 degrees and rain. But I, for one, am not complaining, because it's been actually a pleasurable day out here in the garage. It's been nice. The weather hasn't taken everything out of me. So, yeah, you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. You know, thanks for the constructive criticism and any suggestions. I truly appreciate it all. And got one piece almost done. So you guys take it easy. We'll talk to you later.